Hi, everyone. Today is February the 14th, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. My name is Anne-Marie Band, and you can find me every day on the Benzinga Pro platform in the Place Your Trades Network Discord. That's you can see that in the write-up, so you can click that link, and you can see me on Topstep TV. I trade futures and options in the broad market, and I've been doing that for 20 years. If you're brand new, welcome and subscribe. So here we go. We're going to start with oil. Topping formation, but essentially bullish. We've got the EIA coming out at 10:30. Buy the dip looks to be clearly in force. We had a double bottom that was by the dip here. We had a retest of old resistance that became new support that was by the dip here. And again, it looks like old resistance, new support, but it is getting kind of noisy. Could you take a short? Absolutely. But you better be quick or you're going to be dead. Just saying. Levels in focus are in breakaway. We have a fair bit of momentum that is just jagged but running to the upside. I like to buy the dips, but you could sell the rips in this particular space. All right. It is very interesting where this one is sitting. I definitely not going to diddle in the middle. Going to wait for the deep edges to go long and the monster spikes to go short. Set your alert for that particular release at 10:30 Eastern. Let's go to the futures. All right, what do we have? Neutral to bullish formation. We had a down day yesterday, but a monster buy event at around, take a look, 49.35. Now, we know this number. The solid lines are Fibonacci, right? But we know this 31 to 35 number. It's been around in this space. And you know what? I think I'm going to move that up right into that space, 49.38. I broke it for a little bit and then boom, off to the races. Those of you in the Benzinga Pro platform, you know we picked a strangle up. The question is, what made you do that, Anne-Marie? And the answer is bottom of the volatility band, zooming out and seeing big prior supports and thinking to myself, if we're going to have a rotation, it's likely to occur here. And so, of course, I didn't hold it long enough because I have a terrible level of patience event many times when I'm intraday trading in the market, but I'm always trying to manage risk. And we were with options that were in chance of a heavy erosion. So shoulda, woulda, coulda, held it longer. But today, what are we doing? Range expansion into what? Take a look. Up at the 5,000 level, they crept over. Second volatility band. Guess what? Bye-bye. Round number. Everybody's selling it. So this, to me, is very interesting. This looks like a primary resistance region until it's not. So what's the formation? Buy the dip? What would I like to see? I'd love to see a test of that VWAP, 49.86. Optimally, if it comes into the compression zone, that's where I'm going to consider picking up because I'm going to have incredibly low risk there. We are in a buy the dip event. So anytime you short, you better be quick or you're going to be dead. Use less powder, meaning smaller size on counter trend trades. It'll keep you out of trouble. All right. Those are the ES numbers. We don't really resume trend until we get up over this business because of these two down days. Let's go to the NQ. I don't even remember what I started with. I guess it was oil. Yeah. All right. My brain. Okay. So here we have same thing. Round number rejection coming into the 9 o'clock hour. What number do I like? Well, you know that we've been looking at this 17,739-ish zone. VWAP is a little bit above it. No real heavy congestion until below, so it could break that VWAP. Higher highs away from the band. For those of us that study volatility bands like the Bollinger Band or Keltner channels or anything like that, you will notice that higher highs away from the band actually tell you that price action is slowing down in the direction of motion. That allows you to take a double top short into support. Look at the momentum here. We easily could break. My thought is this. Once it breaks that one standard deviation, I'm going to look for the bounce to sell. And so that would have come in around the 17,796. And that short really would be engaged into taking half off at maybe the 68 area and then shooting for 739. Maybe I trail it down with a wide stop or something like that. I think today's going to be a very exciting trading day. Dips or buys, but you better watch that momentum and look for support, right? Trend is most important. Momentum becomes the secondary event if you want to manage risk. You just don't go short because a momentum indicator is starting to crest down. You look for that momentum indicator to keep moving down while price is moving up, and then price automatically starts moving down. And then you go, okay, price is moving in the same direction as momentum. That's my trade. Do not take a trade if price is moving up and momentum is moving down, because that's cross current. All right. That's the storyboard for the day. Let's go to SPY. Neutral to bullish. Look at the trend line break here. Pennant in the direction of the pole. Broken here. That's, to me, this means no resumption of trend until we get back up over above this area. That's why we're neutral to bullish, because we're above the prior close and we're above the VWAP. Well, we're barely holding the VWAP, but this thing looks pretty stinking sideways. So this doesn't look lovely unless you are buying the deep dips or selling the big bounce. Again, I think it's a sell the bounce formation until it recaptures this edge, but that could mean a very big bounce. So you want to use trend in the direction of the trade. To me, that is upward, but again, kind of a meh on the momentum. So when you see meh on momentum, it means wait for the dip or wait for the rip. Finally, we're looking at Qs. I don't know what caused this one. Something at 8 o'clock. Very interesting. But that's stinking sideways, right? And momentum looks crummy. We'll see what happens at the open. But here's the interesting thing. They've rejected some really big breakout areas that look like prior support, like this VWAP support edge at 431. So Sally here is going to put a little marker on that 431. That's going to be the zone that says, uh-oh, if I get up over there, I've got the shorts that are squeezed and running higher. Okay? So that's the look, folks. Be careful today. No assumptions. Just stare down price. Look for support. If it holds, buy it. Stare down price. Look for resistance. If it fails, you sell it. All right? Make trading simple. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you on the platforms.